well, not in any order of priority, but the top 7 for me will be number 1, knowledge. Because if you know better, you do better. I've said it over and over again. If you are not informed, you'll be deformed. If you are not inspired, you will expire. If you are not updated, you'll be outdated. What you know determines how far you go. Those who know rule over those who do not know. Information is the key to transformation. So if you know better, you will do better. So number 1, knowledge, because everything you do is based on the knowledge that you have. Number 2 for me will be integrity, because you ask anybody who Olumide Emmanuel is, you most likely hear 1, 2, or 3 things. Wisdom, integrity are always at the top of everything you hear. Who is a man of integrity, is a man of wisdom. And that stems out of 2 things. Number 1, my upbringing. My father and mother brought me up and brought us up in such a way that even though they did not have money, they had values. Now, my dad will always say to me and say to us, a good name is better than silver and gold. My father worked in the Nigerian customs for 36 years. He's the only poor custom that I know. The only poor custom officer that I know that did not steal money. He was in custom and he still couldn't have money to build mansions and all this stuff because of integrity. And a lot of people look at that as a negative, but it's not, because those of us that were raised with that integrity are now able to do better with integrity. So my mom will always tell me, remember the son of whom you are. So from my upbringing, I always believed in integrity. When I now got born again, I now saw it in scripture. It was like, this is sealed. And I've made so much money based on integrity. Today, people patronize us because of that, because people will buy into you before they buy into your product. So anything with Olumide Emmanuel's name goes like that. Even companies invite me now to come on their board. I'm on the board of over 23 different companies. I'm a board chairman for many companies, simply because of that integrity, and I'm making a lot of money from that. Number 3 for me will be relationship. Relationship is very, very important. You rise or fall by relationship. In life, you don't go up, you are brought up.
Ooh, in life, you don't go up, you are brought up.
Yeah, because our parents brought us up. People brought you up through, your lecturers brought you up through knowledge. In life, people will bring you into their office by employing you, bring you into their, so you don't go up, you are brought up. Somebody has to bring you up. People that are up there have to allow you to come up there. And that's where relationship comes in. There are things that money cannot buy that relationship will give to you. Number 4 for me will be structure, system and structures. Because see, I define system, SYSTEM, as save yourself time, energy, and money.
Ooh, save yourself time, energy, and money. Wow.
So when you put system and structures in place, it saves you time, it saves you energy, it saves you money. And that's a lot of people ask me, are you a pastor and you are running 9 different companies? How do you combine all these things together? System and structures. When you put system and structures in place, I've come to realize that there are people that have courage, capacity, competence, and character, but they don't have the courage. They have capacity, competence, and they have what it takes to run a business, but they don't have the courage to start one. So they have the capacity to run a business, they have the competence to run the business, but they don't have the courage to start one. So I start businesses, I give them my courage, they use their competence and capacity to build the business, and the structure is there, I own it, they run it. And that's it. So most of the companies, you won't see my name there, you won't see, but I own it, they run it, because I put structures in place. The next thing for me will be patience. Because see, a lot of people in the world that we live in today don't want to go through a process. In the way things are done, even in the kingdom, is promise, process, performance. So God promises you something, or you have a dream, you have a plan, you go through a process, and then there is a manifestation. So you have to be patient. Anything that will last, anything that will endure goes through a process. But a lot of people are not patient. So people see some of us today, and they want to have what took us 30 years to have. They want to have it in 2 months. And it does not work like that.
It doesn't.
It came over time. Precept upon precept, line upon line. So, so that's why I will choose patience. Another thing for me will be probably number 6 or 5 or whatever will be communication.
Number 6, communication.
Communication. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. And effective communication keeps things going. I say to people when it comes to relationship, the top 5 reasons for relational crisis is communication, sex, money, third parties, and unrealistic expectations. The top 3 will be communication, sex, and money. There is no problem we cannot solve except a problem we cannot discuss. So look at the Ukraine war. Look at the war in all the wars. They will still come to the table to discuss. At the end of the day, start destroying buildings and lives. They will still have to come and discuss. So communication. I'm a pastor. I've been ministering now for 35 years. Every life that I have changed is because of the words that came out of my mouth. So communication transforms lives. Everyone that has been destroyed, communication causes and destroys people. So communication is very powerful. And the reason why the tree will continue to thrive is when it stays connected to the source of its creation. So you cannot succeed and be the best version of yourself if you disconnect from the source of your creation. When God wanted to create the trees, he spoke to the ground, let the earth bring forth trees. So as long as the tree continues to communicate with the earth, the tree will exist. When he wanted to create the fish, he said, let the sea bring forth the fish. In order for the fish to continue to succeed, he must stay connected to the sea.
My God.
There's no communication. When God wanted to create us, he did not speak to the ground, he did not speak to the sea, he spoke to himself. Let us make man in our image. So if we disconnect from our creator, we are disconnected by that discommunication, and then we are not going to see the manifestation of who we are. But if you stay connected to the source of your creation, that communication keeps you growing. And that's
my God. My God. The seventh one. The seventh one
will be wealth creation. Wealth is created. It's not automatic. Someone has to take responsibility for the creation of the wealth, and you have to be willing to pay the price to create the wealth. And wealth creation takes time. And those are the top 7 for me.
Oh my God. And you landed on wealth creation because we are talking about wealth, the mindset of the wealthy, the rich, and the poor. So Doc, what is the difference between the mindset of the wealthy, the rich, and the poor?
Okay, so now I love the way you have divided them into 3, not 2, because we could have been saying the rich and the poor. But you see, the wealthy is different from the rich is different from the poor. So I will start from wealth and riches. Riches is cash-based, is money-based. Wealth is asset-based. So you can be rich and not be wealthy. So any fool can be rich. If I give you 100 million now, you are rich, but you are not wealthy. If you win 100 million through the lottery, you are rich, but you are not wealthy. If you inherit 100 million, you are rich, but you are not wealthy. Because if you have money, a lot of people are so poor that all they have is money. They are so poor, all they have is money.
Oh my God.
You can be a kidnapper and you have money. You can be a drug dealer, you have money, but that doesn't make you wealthy. It makes you rich, but it doesn't make you wealthy. Wealth is holistic. So my own book, I for instance, in most of my books, maybe in Pathway to Wealth, School of Money, I spoke about wealth. For you to be wealthy is a complete holistic thing. So wealth is asset-based, not just cash-based. Health is wealth. Relationship is wealth. Your spiritual is wealth. Experience is wealth. That's how we talk about wealth of experience. So wealth is holistic. So wealthy people are people.
Thank you for taking time to watch this video. We believe you've learned something of great value. On this channel, we share videos on finances and wealth creation from biblical perspective. You can find more similar videos on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you've learned in the comment section.